Some days things just don't go to plan, and today was one of those days. We're here in Ho Chi Minh City ready to explore some of the top spots, but instead we hit every bump in the road. From closures to unexpected surprises, this adventure had it all. But every mistake is a lesson, and if you're planning a trip here, you're about to learn exactly what not to do. So let's dive into our chaotic day in Ho Chi Minh City. Let's go. Good morning, Vietnam. Welcome back to the vlogs. We are here in Ho Chi Minh City for another 24 hours. And today, what we're going to be doing is visiting the Notre to begin with. Then we're going for lunch back to the Hawker, which you may have seen in yesterday's vlog. Then after that, we're checking out the Pink Church, which is also meant to be an impressive building, before finally coming back to the hotel and going out for the evening. But as you may have noticed, my hair is not looking great right now. That is because I'm off to get it cut, get rid of this mop and get a nice hairstyle, hopefully. They usually shampoo it and everything too, so I'm looking forward to that experience again, and it's going to be hopefully less than £5, which is pretty good. Also need to shave, and then after that we'll get out into Ho Chi Minh. So yeah, back out in the sun, and Beth decided she didn't actually want to come this week because last time it took an hour, but this is how close it is. So 1, 2, 3, and we're here. This is it. The Lino Hair Studio, so hopefully they can give us a good cut, just as good as in Hanoi. They've brought over some snacks and water, which is quite a nice little touch to begin with. I'll have to give some of them a try. And there we go, so that's what they've done here in Ho Chi Minh City. So the styling, I would say, is a little bit better, but it's still definitely not the style that I would go for. But he was a really nice guy, did it all. He wasn't great at English, so there was one of the ladies that was there too that was doing like all the translating for him, so I was a bit worried at one point that it wasn't going to go the right way, but it was a good length, to be honest, so I'm happy with that. So the hairdresser took a while again, so it took about an hour. They did the wash, the dry and the styles, and it cost 206,000, which is around £6.28, so a little bit more than I expected, but that was because you could either have it cut by an assistant or a specialist. So I was obviously going to go for the specialist as I didn't want to come out bald. But it does mean now that we can't do the Notre until later because it closes at 11 and then it reopens 2 till 4. So we've got to wait until 2 to go and do the Notre. So instead, we're going to be doing the Pink Cathedral first. So we're going to order a grab taxi now. I'm going to eat my chocolate croissant and we'll head off there. 30 minutes later and about 108,000 dong for the grab taxi, and we've arrived here at the Tan Dinh Pink Church, which looks really impressive. However, it does look shut, so I don't know whether we're going to be able to go in the church itself. But look how busy it is. It's so annoying, honestly. It takes forever to get anywhere, and I think it's just because people don't listen to the traffic lights and stuff. That everyone just has to stop, so maybe if everyone listened it would be a lot quicker to get around. But yeah, it took us 30 minutes to get here, which is probably going to be a 10-15 minute drive in the UK. But we're now going to go and take a look over at the church. So again, it is another really impressive building. However, Beth messed up. She thought that this one stayed open, but it closes over lunch too. So we'll have to come back at 2 p.m. to go and take a look inside, which is a little bit annoying because it took that long to get here. So because we made that error, we're going to have to go and get our lunch now, and then we'll have to do the 2 attractions once they open again at 2 p.m. And there's also a geocache which we want to go and visit and collect a trackable from, so that'd be quite cool to go and get that. But we're going to order another grab taxi. It's cost us around 47,000 dong, so that's another expense in the bank. And we are back at the Ben Nagi street food place, basically, and it's got lots of seafood, as you can see, and lots of other restaurants. So we just need to go and basically pick which street food stand that we want, and then we'll sit down, and hopefully it should taste pretty good because we are both starving right now. So after walking around for a little bit, there's nothing better than having a banh mi for lunch here in Vietnam. So we've ordered another one. Both Beth and I went for the shredded chicken, so it's like a vegan shredded chicken, and they were 60,000 each, and then we've also got a can of Diet Coke for 20,000, so it came to 140,000, which is around £4.50, so not bad at all. But definitely do not make the same mistakes which we made today. So the Pink Church, you can only go in there from 8:30 till 11:30, and then from 2 till 4. And then the Notre Dame, you can go from 8 till 11 and then 2 till 4 again. So both of them are closed during lunch, which means that you may not actually be able to go in them. So do make sure to make a note of that and plan around it. They were that good that we had to get another 2. But Beth actually went for a mushroom one this time, so it was only 45, I think, her one. So it came to 105 28,000 in the end, which is just over £3, so delicious. So we finished our food and we are now making our way towards the geocache. So the main reason I wanted to go to this one is because it's got this thing called a trackable, and basically a trackable is something that someone's put in and they want it to travel around the whole world and then get back to them, basically. So usually people go on holiday, put it somewhere, and then they want it to get back to where they live. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go and collect it and hopefully take it to Cambodia, because it's come from the Netherlands. Well, it's going to the Netherlands. So what we're going to do is find it, keep it with us, and then drop it off at one in Cambodia or maybe Bangkok. Don't know yet. But that is basically what we're doing now. But the cache is one of the smaller ones, so it may be harder to find, but it's meant to be in a beautiful looking park, which we've not seen yet. So hopefully it should look stunning. And we have arrived at the park and it looks beautiful. It's nicely shaded too because of all the trees. And it's really well maintained, especially compared to most of the ones that you see in the UK, which have got like scraggly trees and plants which are dying and stuff. But it's like a luscious green park here with shrubbery, trees, and lots of small statues too, so it's beautiful. So we've been looking around the park for a little bit, and apparently it says the hint is it's behind a small lamb. Now I'm guessing this is the small lamb. I've still not seen it yet, so I'm just going to have to take a look around and see whether I can find it or not. So I've been looking around for quite a while now to see whether I can find it behind this lamb. So I moved all these leaves about, and all I could find was this. It's like a watering hose. So it definitely isn't in there. And then I thought, you know what, let's have a look a little bit further back, and I found this tree. And then if you come back here, I saw this and I thought, it's got to be. So we took this up and there it is. It's like a little tic-tac thing. So I think I found the geocache where it says official geocache. So we'll take out the thing inside, hopefully, and then we'll take that across to Cambodia and we'll sign. Actually, I think I forgot my pen, so I won't be able to sign the geocache, unfortunately. So unfortunately, someone's actually got to it today already and taken the trackable just whilst we were eating lunch, which is very, very frustrating. So we're going to pop it back now and then head over to the Pink Church. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to sign it too, which is not ideal. So I'll hide it back behind the rock, and then the next person can try and find it behind there. The Notre Cathedral is now actually closer to us than the Pink Church. We're going to walk over to that cathedral to hopefully take a look inside. I'm hoping it's going to be open because we've had a bit of a nightmare of a day so far. So it'd be nice to actually go in and see somewhere. And finally, we've arrived at the long-awaited Notre Dame Cathedral. Now just take a look at how beautiful... Wait a minute. Surely not. It's like the blooming Basilica in Barcelona. It's covered in scaffolding, which is not what you like to see, but apart from that, it just does look beautiful. And we're not even sure whether we can go in yet because it's got like a wall around the edge. So we're gonna have to walk all the way around to see whether we can go in. But what is going on today, I don't know. It's been apparently in scaffolding since 2017 and they've still not completed whatever they were doing. So a little bit frustrating, and unfortunately, again, it has not gone to plan. So we're gonna have to just do a quick loop now, see if we can get in, and hopefully if we can get in, we'll get some cool views of inside, because apparently it's massive. It can hold up to 1,200 people, and it was built during the French colonial time, so it's built in 1863 and finished in 1880, but obviously it's still not finished because they're having to redo stuff now. So, oh well, let's go take a look. So we've done a lap of the Notre Dame Cathedral, and it's all just walled off, so you can't actually go in it at the moment. This couldn't really get much more unsuccessful today, I'm not gonna lie. We have, however, just come across Book Street, which is opposite the road from the cathedral, so we thought we'll just take a quick look down here, see if there's any cool books which we can read. So it's actually quite a nice street, so it's not just books which they sell, they've got like candles, bracelets, clothes, shoes. So maybe it's a bit more like a little night market too, and some cool artwork coming up too on the right hand side here. I can hear some music. Oh, it's a big stage there. Wow, this is quite cool actually. Maybe we stumbled across something else. That was a nice book street, and now we're heading over to the plaza here, so hopefully get some aircon. Now what will happen here is that it'll be closed and we won't actually be able to go in, and then that'll sum it up just even more. But let's see whether it is open or not. It is open, and there we go, we've got in. Oh, and the relief of some aircon is beautiful. 34 degrees outside right now. We're in a place where there's aircon, which is beautiful. Now we just need to find a cafe where we can get a drink and just have a quick relax before heading over to the Pink Church. We've come inside and found a Starbucks, and we've got a glass of water, and then we've also got a smoothie coming up in just a bit, but I'm relieved to be having this drink of water. Honestly, it feels like I've been in the Sahara Desert outside. It's 34 degrees, and in the city it just feels so much warmer because of all the concrete and stuff. But luckily there's quite a bit of shade with all the trees and all the buildings and stuff. But it is boiling, so I'm so happy that we've managed to sit down, to be honest, and have a drink, even though this day has been so unsuccessful. It's ridiculous. And the smoothies have arrived and look incredible. I can't wait to drink them. But this is a mango and passion fruit, and this is the raspberry and blackcurrant smoothie. So let's start off with the mango and passion fruit. We've had quite a few of these, so let's see if they taste just as good or not. That is nice. That is nice. Because it's blended ice as well, it's so cool, and it's just what we needed, really. And now we'll try the raspberry and blackcurrant. That is nice too. I think I'd probably say I prefer the mango one, so I'll keep to that. Beth's happy because I asked for that one and she accidentally brought me this one. But that's all good, so I'll stick to this one, let Beth have her little one, and then we'll go out and try and find out what's going on with the Pink Church. Hopefully it's not going to be closed, but we'll have to see. Back into the 34-degree sauna we go, and guess what? It started raining. Beth's got her umbrella out. Somehow it is raining even though it's still 34 degrees Celsius, and it's still got blue skies. It's like one cloud that's decided to rain on us. So I think today really is just going completely wrong, but we're almost now at the Pink Church, so we'll show you that once we get there. It's only about an 18-minute walk, so not too bad really. And finally, we have been able to do one activity today properly, and we've not been stopped. We've gone straight inside to the Pink Church, aka the Dinh Church, and it was actually built in 1876 during the French colonial period. So it looks really cool. Looking forward to going inside. Apparently it's pink inside too, but we're going to have to walk around now and see whether we can go inside or not, because the front door is actually closed, but I'm guessing they might have a second entrance because they do close it during mass ordeals or whatever they're called. I can't remember, but we'll go and have a look, see whether we can get inside. You'll never guess what, we couldn't go in. Now, I don't know what's happened to today and who's looking down on us today, but it's definitely someone from hell, because we have not been able to do anything that we've wanted to do today. Because apparently the mass is on at 4, but then we came at 4:45, so I'm surprised that it was closed that early, but oh well. Unfortunately it has been closed. We don't get to look inside, but we did get to go in the grounds as you saw, and it does look beautiful, so it is a shame that we couldn't actually get to go in. But Beth has found out about her laptop, and guess what? More bad news. It's going to cost her £280 if she wants to get it fixed, because apparently the motherboard had some liquid on it, but she's not actually spilt any drinks on it or anything, so we don't know how that's happened, but that's another thing to add to the downer for the day. This is unbelievable, honestly. So we're going to go and collect the laptop now anyway, because they can't fix it in time before we leave, and Beth doesn't want to spend the 280 quid on it anyway, but she's now going to have to carry around this laptop for the rest of the trip, even though she can't use it, so that's a little bit annoying for her as well. So we're going to order a grab, hopefully that'll take us straight there, and then we'll collect the laptop and go back to the hotel. And we've made it back to the hotel, so it's very eventful, honestly. Once you get in a car in Ho Chi Minh City, it's like the worst traffic I've ever experienced. Hanoi wasn't even that bad, to be honest, and Ho Chi Minh seems to just be a completely different level. So Beth's gonna go for a shower now. I'm gonna go for a quick scrub after. But we did actually buy some stuff from a 7-Eleven because we're getting the bus across to Cambodia, Phnom Penh tomorrow. So we've got a few snacks for that. Got a couple of drinks too, and I've tried this, I don't know what it is. It's Revive? I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it, but I assumed it was something like Lucozade, but it kind of tastes like, do you know when you put like a vitamin tablet in some water? It tastes a little bit like that, so it's not that amazing, to be honest. But we're now going to chill out, cool down, because the first time we've been in a proper like aircon room apart from Starbucks. And then we're going to head out for food this evening. No idea where we're going to go yet, so we're going to discuss that too. And then I'll let you know once we're going out. We're now changed and ready to go. So we're going to head down to Vien Street, which is like a walking street. It's got loads of bars, restaurants, live music, so it should be really cool. And we're going to try and find somewhere where they've got Vietnamese food, because it's our last night here in Vietnam, which is sad because we have really enjoyed Vietnam. But hopefully Cambodia will do itself justice and be just as good. So let's get going. So here it is, Vien walking street. And I'm actually quite surprised that there's still cars and motorbikes going down it, because usually they shut off these type of roads where they've got restaurants and stuff in the evening, so then people can walk down and sort of hit restaurants. But maybe they will shut it in not too long, because they've actually got some fences there. So hopefully they do soon. This is definitely the highlight of the day. So it's got sort of like a mixture of Vietnam. So we saw a Dalat restaurant, that's obviously Hoi An with all the lanterns. And we're just now walking a little bit further to go and see some more restaurants and bars to decide where to eat. So Beth's just gone a little bit further ahead, but this is definitely the highlight. Look at all these cool restaurants, all the music going on. It's just a shame with all the vehicles going through the middle. I'm guessing they shut it off, they must do. But it's like the choice of street food like this, or you can go to restaurants and other bars. It kind of feels like the strip of Vietnam. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but there's some hotels down here. But look at this, it's like people dancing, it's So we stopped off at Dai Viet on Bưu Vien Street, which is basically a restaurant that serves any food that you want. You should have seen the menu, it's like a Bible. But this is what the restaurant looks like, and there's about 4 or 5 other restaurants going down that all are owned by the same company. You can tell because they all have basically the same menu, and then the servers keep going up and down the street to go and get the drinks and different things. But it's a cool street, I have to say. Further down is like the party section, the strip, and then this is more like civilised restaurants. So Beth and I have chosen to go here tonight because Beth can't handle the music down there. But I have got the Tiger, and I've got a Stein of Tiger, nice and cool draft, which is nice, and Beth has got the Strombo apple, which she's happy with too, to top off our final meal here in Vietnam. So cheers to that. So our final meal has arrived and looks really impressive, I have to say. So I've obviously got the Vietnamese pancakes, had to end it with one of the best traditional foods out there. Then Beth has also gone for what's basically like the papaya salad, but it's actually called the root salad. So it looks very similar, it's got tofu and very similar stuff to what the papaya salad has. And we've got those nice sauces and the rice paper so I can make my pancakes too. So we're just going to enjoy our meal now. We've tried it a few times, so we know it's going to taste nice, and then we'll head back to the hotel. So we finished our food, which was delicious, and what a way to end the Vietnam trip. But what an even better way you can end it is by having a chocolate and banana crepe, which looks delicious. We can't wait to try it. So let's give it a try and see what we think. Hopefully it's full with lots of chocolate and banana. Well, it didn't look that full, but we'll give it a try. I've had much better crepes. That's 90% banana. So I'll probably put a little down on that at the end. But I did have a second Tiger beer, so that cheered me up a little bit. And we are back in the room. I'm quite happy that the aircon's on because that was boiling. We were sat outside and it must be like 28 degrees and you're just dripping with sweat. So I have to say, it's the first time I felt that. So maybe we should be eating inside rather than outside. But we've had a good day, even though everything didn't go to plan throughout the day. The evening topped it off with some really lovely food and that crepe at the end was delicious too. And it was quite cool to see like the Vietnamese strip almost with all the music going on. It was really loud, had a really good vibe to it too. So if you're younger, then you definitely enjoy it down that street. But we are going to miss Vietnam, and we are going to be heading over to Cambodia tomorrow, Phnom Penh. So do make sure to check out that vlog, which will be coming out very shortly. But if you did enjoy this one, do make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you want to support the channel just that little bit more. It's completely free, and then you get notified too on any videos coming out. And I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog.